Hey guys, Billy Joe. Hadn't really been putting any videos out here lately. I've had a lot of stuff going on. But what I have seen is some sumac tea on some of the videos. And I'd like to show you guys kind of the correct way to do it, to where you can get more of a sweeter taste and just not all the pungent, tart taste that's in it. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And now to start with, you just want very lukewarm water. Even doing this like a sun tea in a jar or something of that nature would probably work just fine. Now, what happens with warm water is warm water will pull that pungent sour taste out of the stems and the seeds, and it'll cause it to be a little sour. Now, I just collected 4 little old stalks here today while I was out. Now, I don't know if I can show you this. It may be too late already. Shoot. On these blooms right here, there's actually little small hairs on these seeds. Now that's where we get our sweet taste from. I've seen a lot of people pulverize these things in water, and that's not what you want to do. Look at all the bugs climbing out of this thing. Everywhere, spiders and bugs. But I've seen them pulverize these things and make it just a real pink water that's just really sour. Well, that's why. What you want to do is just barely let it sit, and we're going to let it sit out here for a little while, and I'm going to bring you back and show you how to finish this. But the taste we're wanting is off of the hairs off the seeds. So it kind of stands to reason that after a good hard rain, you know, sumac tea might not be the best thing to go after, but after a few days of sunshine, would be good to go do sumac tea. Now you can also hang this stuff up and dry it out, and use it anytime down the road. So we're going to let this set in here, and I'll show you the process after this. Okay, I brought a jar out here so you can see it that I'd made yesterday. Now, the reason why I've done this much in here today, now what I'm going to do is just barely bruise these little hairs on these bulbs. I'm not necessarily going to squeeze the berries. Now these little berries, you know, I don't know how many of them to look down on very close, but these things really have no pulp in them. I mean, they're pretty much all seed. Well, can't hang on to it, but they're pretty much all seed, so they're not really edible by no means. But you don't really want to disturb the pulp too much or make the water too hot, because it'll really make it pungent. What we're after is just a good sweet taste off of these berries here. And these have been steeping here for, I don't know if you'd call it steeping, because it's just barely lukewarm water. And all I'm doing is just barely bruising the needles on here. Like I said, you could probably do better making this as a sun tea and letting it set out, you know, during the day, and just let the sun do its job. But we'll let that set there about another 10 minutes, and then we'll strain that thing. And just want to show you guys some of what I had here. There's still little bugs climbing out of these things everywhere, so it's a good thing we're going to strain it. So we're just going to bruise these things up just a little bit, nothing major. We're going to try to keep it sweet and it not get so sour. Okay, that's enough right there. We'll just let her set. Okay guys, it's been about 20 minutes or so. I don't know if I'm going to try to show you here. See right back here along this side of this bowl? That's all the little hairs. Hope you can see that. It comes off of the sumac. And that's what we're after. We're not after all that taste out of the stems and the seeds to keep it sweet. And I see a lot of people doing that, and you know, they make comments like, you know, it's pretty sour and stuff like that, but it's really a good tea if you do it right. So I'm going to set these out. I'm going to try to hit that funnel right there, because we're going to run it through as a coffee filter. I guess out in the woods you could probably do your bandana or something like that. And I apologize for the ducks. They seem to want to be in every video. So I'm going to try to hit this thing right here. And that'll filter all them little hairs out. Oh boy, that's going to be slow. I'll get back with you here in just a second. Alright, hey guys, we're back now. Alright, got all that filtered out. Now remember, you got to use kind of lukewarm water, and sun tea would probably be even better. You don't want to emulsify the seeds or the plant any. Don't want to get the water too hot. What we're really after is these little fine hairs right there. I don't know if you can see that, but those little pink hairs off of there is where we get our tea from. Now, there's a lot of videos out there. I've seen a lot of guys doing it, and I just wanted to kind of share with you guys the correct way of doing it, so that you don't end up with a real sour tasting you know, tea from this plant. Now if it comes out really pink, you probably emulsified it too much. You're probably going to have a real pungent taste in it, and probably have to go ahead and throw some sugar in it. But if you do it right and just try to get the tea out of the hairs and let the hairs soak, then you end up with a whole lot better tea. Now that's good tea. It's not pungent whatsoever. Don't need to add any sugar. It's more sweet. So remember those tips. There's a lot of videos going on about sumac tea. And if you do it correct, it's really good tea. If you don't do it correct, it's pretty sour. So remember that. Try to just bruise the hairs just ever so slightly. Don't get the water too hot, and strain it out real good so you get all the hairs out of the tea. It does end up with a nice little color on it. Didn't show too well in the glass, but I had mostly ice in here. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and go ahead and try some sumac tea. This is the time of the year, especially around here in Knoxville, Tennessee, where it's growing. I guess it grows just about everywhere. It grows from north to south, south to west. Grows all over the place. So give it a try, do it the right way, and you'll like it. Thanks guys.